So, all right. Yesterday, whatever we discussed, point to site configuration with the combination of SQL Server infrastructure and service. Okay. That is basically we just followed, step one, step two, step three. Okay. So when we're configuring of this virtual network gateway, it is going to take, 15 minutes of max to max. Okay. We just, stop the session, right? So let's proceed, today as well with step-by-step process. Okay, so and try to make it in a single session. Okay, so since it is taking deployment process long, it's required splitting into the two classes. But I don't want to make that one. I just want to close this within the one session only. But you guys is let me know, have you clear about this use case when it is going to useful for the point to site and the SQL Server dependency. Okay, so if you are going to configuring this SQL Server as VM to connect your on premises your laptop or on premises server. So this is one kind of approach you can able to configure it not only from your laptop, even though if you have any servers you are going to maintaining. So in my case, actually, I'm not, configuring of my laptop. This is, workstation in the server, which is I installed, 2016. Okay, so this is my Windows OS server, and it is running SQL Server as well. Okay, so there is a two things we can use for for the point to site connection of your multiple laptop, multiple clients. Also from any one of the servers, if you want to connect also, you can use this one. That is the main, use case. I just want to, highlight here. Okay. So basically this use case will get in a real time. If you want to work with a multiple servers in our cloud landscape to on premises, this is one of the best solution to comparing of other solutions like site to site and express out, which are really very expensive thing. So when you go for the party site, a little bit of expense you can able to cost optimize. All right. So what I'm going to do, so I'm just jumping to directly demo so that we can save some time. I already explained yesterday. So what is the use case of this, SQL Server and subnet within the subnet, sorry, within the VNet. If you are in multiple VNets, what is the concept we configure? Okay, so that we already discussed. Now I just more focusing to the pointer side. The first step, what we are going to do, the VNet, subnet, and subnet gateway, and virtual network. Today, I'm just going to reverse. Okay, so I'm just going to do some, first of all, VM. Then after that, I will go for the VNet. Okay, so I'll try to connect before implementing of all this, configuration from on-premises. What is, whether it is able to connecting or not. Normally, we will connect public IP. So that is, out of the box. Okay, but real time we are not going to use for the public IP, right? So always we have to go and use private IP one. Let's proceed, my subscription portal. Okay, so where we can able to create, first of all, VM and try to connect and just do this, how this new output will come. Okay. Okay. So if you guys remember, actually, even though directly of installing the SQL Server, we can able to install the SQL software setup with you. Okay, so that approach also you can able to use, right? Let's see now. Okay, so we have some free software assurance from this Microsoft as well that we can able to leverage here. Okay, so I'll just go and apply this and go the combination. Okay, so we do have uh, Linux operating systems as well. Okay, I'm just using 2019. I've just using. See here, I'm just doing on fly all this in one single shot. Okay, so I'm going to create, virtual resource group as well. So find to site RG. This is my resource group, and find to site SQL VM. Okay, so this is my VM name, and I just use this one as. Okay, so what is this? This image is not compatible with the selected security type. Okay, so I'm not going to use this security related stuff in this menu. Okay, so let's make is this two virtual cores and 8 GB RAM. Okay, see if you guys has observed one thing, free for 2019 SQL Server application. Okay, not for the Windows. Okay, so still you are going to chargeable for this Windows operating system. Okay, so see, if you want to build first of all SQL application, okay, so you required VM, right? So you would require a VM first of all, server or VM. Okay, so then only you can able to build. So Microsoft, what it is going to give you, this is either Linux or the Windows, that is a different case. But on top of it, what we are going to do, okay, so we are going to do like what we the SQL Server 2019 is they are giving free of cost. Okay, but if you want to install this one, you require VM, right? So they are going to charging this VM as well. Okay, this is basically as per this, contest. Okay, so free SQL Server licenses, 2019 developer edition and Windows combination, right? So this is for, free of cost, but they are going to charge in here. Got it? All right. Okay. Now let's move to deploy the rest of the things and uh, this is part. Okay, so you can use this local redundant storage and standard I'm going to take for this at this moment. So earlier what we are doing is normally all this, VNet, subnet, if you are going to create, then we are going to deploy, right? So now what I'm going to do on file, I'm going to do everything in a one series. Okay. So what I can do here, file to site, VNet. Okay. So this is my address space. Let's take it up, uh, new address space here. Yes, so yes, here, sorry, subnet one. I will take this one and address space. Currently we have 16. It means we have 65,000 IP address, but I don't want to go and take this one complete related. So I'll just take that on that. Okay, so if you want to take one more subnet, okay, uh, skills of the subnet two. And here we can take this overlapping thing, dot one. Okay, so uh, Okay. So it is accepting the subnet 10.2.0.4. Okay, so that's fine at this moment. Okay, so I just vnet subnet and public IP also it is available. Just I want to take it up for new public IP. Uh, what is this? Point to site uh, public IP. Okay, so I'll just take in such a way. Okay, so let's take it up next. Okay, so just monitoring. We'll go for directly for the SQL server settings. Simple enable the SQL authentication within the private network. Okay, so we do have multiple options. Okay, so if you can see here, the drop down, the local only within the VM you can able to connect within the private network, public internet you can able to connect publicly also. So I'm just keeping this one within the virtual network since we are creating a which VNet and just change this storage configuration. Okay, so with the single storage amount you can accommodate, not 1 TB is not required at this moment. Just keep this as much as small so that it will give some relevant thing. Okay, so I did my everything. So inputs here I'm just validating now and I'm going to create. So when single pane we can able to deploy complete VM and subnet everything at a time. Okay, so and one more thing what we are going to do next class, there are some automation kind of thing. You no need to build all this setup what we are currently doing. I'm just downloading this template, will deploy. Okay, so by using of Visual Studio Code. Okay, so just I'm going to download. For next time we'll do that one. So at this moment we'll go for GA portal only. Okay, so how we are going to deploy by using of this is the one which I downloaded. That is basically JSON templates. Okay, so with that JSON template, how we are going to deploy. Okay, so whether Visual Studio Code or any other tools which you are going to use for the like DevOps related stuff. Okay, so when we are going to build a complete infrastructure, normally a DevOps team is going to do some automation thing. Okay, so let's see. So multiple ways you can able to deploy. At this moment, we are deploying into this portal by using GUI method. So we'll go for Visual Studio Code and PowerShell. So likewise also you can able to do, and by using Terraform also we're going to do. So that we can implement upcoming classes. Okay, how we are going to deploy entire infrastructure or infrastructure by using of the Terraform code. That also I'm going to exploring. So the one which I download currently, that is a JSON template. Okay, there is a multiple ways to deploy. Okay, so JSON is basically this Azure related stuff. Okay, so to infrastructure build. Okay. So let it deploy. So as of now, what I did, a VM added. Okay, so and we need subnet. Okay, and two things is pending. Okay, so what is that? The gateway subnet and the virtual network gateway. So virtual network gateway is like the public IP which is going to bind with this one so that you can able to communicate. Okay, this is the main door to connect. Okay, this is uh, uh, in internal doors within the your flat, your home. Okay, so this is for entrance gateway. Okay, once the entrance gateway you have, if you want to go for the your kitchen or bedroom. Okay, there is some door, right? So this is one kind of uh, uh, entry point. Okay, so you want to connect this any resource equal, you would have to use for the network gateway as well as the subnet gateway. Okay, so here is one subnet gateway it's going to available within this VNet. Okay, so and then we do have some um, virtual network gateway is also available. So what we need to do if you want to connect from on premises, first of all, he will send through this virtual network gateway. Let me put here first of all this one. Virtual network gateway. Okay, and here is the gateway subnet. Okay, gateway subnet. Okay, So how it is going to process? First of all, we will initiate to connect here. It is going to give the entry pass here gateway, like virtual network gateway. Virtual network gateway is going to find this gateway subnet. Okay, then after that gateway subnet is going to give entry to connect this SQL server. This is what the typical flow it is going to happen once after the configuration is done. All right, so let's see this. What is the current status? So it is going to take some time. Okay, so meantime, what we are going to do? Okay, so it will take just 5 to 10 minutes. So meantime, the step two will proceed now. Step two will proceed. So how we are going to do? We just need to do some self-signed certificate installation and install your laptop or the server to make ready for you. Okay, so this is my server actually. It is not my laptop. Okay, so I could show you where the self-study certificate or whatever, if you want to build, you can able to see, cert manager. Okay, so where you can able to find the certificate information. So, right. Just double click this, certificate manager. Okay, so go to this, personal identification. I could not see any kind of certification, personal certification over here. Okay, so let's see, post deployment is done, whether we can able to find the certificate. Even if you can see this other way, the trusted root certifications is there. Okay, that we are not going to focus. Okay, so there's many certifications is there. This is pre-inbuilt server certificates, but we'll go for this option to ensuring the certificates is available here. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, okay, just I have my separate uh, script, okay, which I captured yesterday, okay, which is not working. Okay, currently you can take this complete, certificate first step. Okay, first we need to create the root certificate and then child certificate you can able to create. Just copy this script. Okay, so I'll make it available for you now. I'll ping you in WhatsApp. Okay, you go to this PowerShell. Okay, so in PowerShell, uh, we can ensuring that it is running as an administrator uh, mode. Okay, so I could see this, it is running in administration mode. Let's see this, step one creating of this. Okay, so as of now, I could not find any certificate in this path. Okay, so certificate current manager. So once it is done, maybe you can see that certificate information. So before that also, cert MGR and go once again. Okay, okay. Uh, this is just like in a certificate manager only. Okay, so we can find this in your laptop as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm just doing press enter. Okay, so it is going to create one certificate. So the certificate is got created successfully, and this path actually. Okay, let's see this whether the certificate is there or not. At this moment, still it is not reflecting. Let me refresh once again. Okay, so it should come over here. Sometimes it is going to take time, but the execution is done successfully. Okay, so Okay, so let's wait some time. Okay, it's going to reflect. The meantime, I want to go and deploy this change certificate as well. Okay, so just copy this entire screen, nothing to do. And copy and paste it and execute. It is going to generate the change certificate as well. For us, it is required both the thing. Okay, so simple, it is going to validate and just press it. Okay, so is bot list. Way, first of all, the root certificate gets created. Then after that, we try to create this. Because of that, it is not reflected. We restart. So meantime, we just see this, deployment has done. Okay, so now we have uh, uh, two, three things. Okay, so we need subnet and VM is available. Okay, so without point to site configuration, if you want to try to connect by using of the uh, private IP, see here, if you take this one, try to connect. Okay, try to connect. Uh, it won't connect with a private IP. Public IP you will connect. Okay, there is no doubt at all. Okay, there is no doubt at all by using of the public IP. But when I try to connect with the private IP, it is somewhat difficulty we face actually. So it is not going to connect. So this is what real time use case. Okay, to achieve this one, you would have to configure this point to site connectivity. Okay, so in place of this private IP, if I go and take this public IP, it will connect. Okay, just take this public IP. It is connecting. Now just provide your user ID password. That's it. Nothing to do here. So this is you guys is already pretty much aware. Okay, there is no complication here. Okay, so you will connect. The only the thing is when you try to create provide only that is going to you face a difficulty. Okay, let's see this one. Okay, and whether I'm able to do the or not. See, public IP is connected. Okay, public IP is connected. Now, so this is general scenario only, but let's see this once it is got up. Okay, I'm just trying to face that certificate information and the same path. Okay, it should be available into this path only. Let's see, uh, set manager. Still it is not showing certificate information. Okay, so by the time what I can do, okay, just uh, I'll create, uh, virtual network gateway and a subnet. Sorry, virtual network gateway and the uh, virtual network gateway and the gateway subnet. These two things I'm going to connect. Okay, let's see this how we are going to connect. Just navigate to this VNet and just see that how we are going to deploy the two things. Post that we'll try to ensure that certificate task. Okay, so where we have the VNet information, and if you can navigate to the subnets, we can see these two subnets is available at this moment. So what we need to create it basically, this is the one, right? Gateway subnet one. I just need to create. Let's go and click on this gateway subnet. Simple, it's press OK. That's it. There is nothing to change over here. It will by default. It is going to do. Only thing you can able to accommodate here this CAD annotation of this gateway subnet. Okay, just save it. Okay, so let it be at this moment. Okay, so I just did this one as well. Okay, now which one network gateway I'm going to do. Okay, so type into this where, okay, or else if you can go and see all the services and the networking option, you could see that which one network gateway option will be. Okay, so let's see this how many services there. Okay, so which one network gateway, and I want to see here. See here, I could see this virtual network gateways. Okay, so this is what we are going to create at this moment. Just click on create. So what is the virtual network gateway? As we discussed yesterday, it is a secure tunnel connectivity between on-premises to cloud with a private IP only. With a private IP only. Just click on create over here. So uh, and provide the name of this. Okay, so this is point to site. Okay, so you just iPhone virtual network gateway. Okay, VNGW, I make it. Okay, so the connectivity gateway type is DTM and type is route based. This is SQ, which we discussed yesterday, is basically it is in a bandwidth. Okay, so how much bandwidth you are going to accommodate. Okay, just map to this virtual network gateway to this VNet. Okay, and also once we are going to map this one by default, the subnet to gateway is going to map this. Okay, only the thing is. Mm, you have to give the public IP. Okay, so public IP. I'm going to give this IP name, and you do have an available to zone. Just let's take this only one at this moment for the demo purpose, and you do have secondary uh, public IP one, and you have to make sure this zone related stuff and tags and the rest of the thing is you just click on create. That's it. Okay, so it is going to take around of uh, mostly 15 minutes of time. Okay, so let's deploy and parallelly we work on it. This certification related. I don't know why sometimes it will show, sometimes it not show the certificates. Okay, so it takes a lot of certificates here. I want to show you guys. Step of things. Just wait some time. Okay, so otherwise we'll see this alternative option to find the right certificate methodology. Okay, it should work actually. Okay. Let's try to execute one more time. Okay, the root certificate. It is creating, but it is not showing.
Otherwise, it will save another folder or another. It is placed in only personal.
No, it by default it should come
Okay.
here only. Okay. Let me choose that path as well. Okay.